Hello, my name is Joseph Michael Jaffee, and I am running for the U.S. House of Representatives out of the 9th District of Ohio, and I am a Libertarian candidate. Like I said, I'm 36 years old, I got 2 kids, I got 1 on the way. I'm a small business operator. I work with my family in the city of Toledo. We've been operating small businesses in Toledo since the 30s, the 40s. We have a long history in the city of Toledo and in the 9th District. Now, of all the issues I want to tackle and talk about here, I have a really short time, so I gotta stick to it. My biggest issue is jobs and taxes. Now, as a small business operator, I know the biggest burden in running your businesses is taxes. We are one of the highest, if not the, but definitely one of the highest tax nations in the entire world. I thought this was supposed to be, the freest country in the world. How can you be free when the government is there to take your money just as fast as you earn it? Right now, under Barack Obama, we have a corporate tax rate that floats right around 39%. And that's just one tax, just the corporate. And all the other slew of taxes they lay on us. You lose over half your money to the government by the time they're done with you. Now, you want to create jobs in America, you're going to have to lower taxes. There's no great government plan that they can create to bring jobs back to America. There's only one thing you can do, and that is lower taxes. I'm not talking 3%. Under George Bush, the corporate tax rate floated around 34%. So are you telling me the difference between Republicans and Democrats is just 5%? That's not much of a difference, and that's why I'm running as a Libertarian, because I believe in true tax reform. We need a whole new system that lowers tax. The corporate tax rate should absolutely be under 20%, if we even have one at all. That's not even negotiable. Ronald Reagan had it at 27%. He had us moving in the right direction. But that wasn't even Ronald Reagan wasn't the final answer. He was just the start. As a country, we lost our way. We started going in the absolute opposite direction of what Reagan was trying to teach us and give us as a nation. So if I'm honored enough to be elected as your representative, I will absolutely demand on my co-workers that we get the corporate tax rate under 20%, if not get rid of it altogether. As far as I'm concerned, what they're doing in Washington is nothing short of highway robbery, and we're the victims. I'd almost laugh if it didn't make me mad. And it does make me mad. It pisses me right off. When I hear politicians coming out talking about jobs are going overseas because these businessmen, they're greedy and they don't want to contribute. It just cracks me up at a guy who wants to take over half of what you've got calling someone else greedy. Give me a break. I could go on for hours about taxes and that, so another topic that's really important to me and other people are talking about today, so I'm going to jump to it real quick, is illegal immigration or legal immigration. I care about the sovereignty of our nation, and I think we have to do something to start sending home the illegal immigrants that we have in this country. We've already had the money for the wall that still hasn't been built. I'm all for that. Why don't we have the wall? We should strengthen the border patrol. We have to stop giving incentives to illegal immigrants. My wife is a legal immigrant to this country. And the hoops we had to jump through to bring her to this country legally, it would have made you wouldn't believe it. And to tell you the truth, I'm fine with them making us jump through those loops, as long as they make everyone else do it too. When I was trying to get our paperwork to go through, they should bust our chops to make sure we are who and what we say we are. But you got to make it apply to everyone. This is a country of equality. And our immigration policies is one of the biggest examples of not having equality in this country. And that is something that I will defend and stand up for as your representative. Again, Joseph Michael Jaffee is my name, and small business is my game. Thank you very much.
In Washington, D.C. here, outside the Sheriff Brown's office, which I was guaranteed that if Michael Hunter Rose came to Washington, he'd meet with us. And and we got, represented by his representative. He said that Senator Brown had compassion for the 11.5 million illegal immigrants. And my friend Luke here that was with us, I hate the word illegal immigrants, okay? But 11.5 million, the 24 million people coming to your country illegally, rapists, murderers, gang members, you've been invaded, man. These are invaders, okay? And if you want the precedent set, it's already been set in California. They broke California. What do you think they're going to do to the United States? You guys, anybody running, any of us here need to go. These are invaders, okay? We've been invaded.
I hear them and I agree with them. If any other country on this planet were to protect its sovereignty, everybody would understand. But somehow, America is doing something wrong or bad to defend its borders. He's completely right. The people that come in here are criminals and they should be treated as criminals. We are being invaded. If 11 million people showed up on the shores of Japan, I got a feeling Japan would think it's under attack and being invaded. And they have every right to think that, because you are being invaded. The gentleman here, what he's saying, I agree with. You're absolutely right. It is an invasion at this point. This ain't just a couple people sneaking in the middle of the night. It's into the, right up to the point of being tens of millions.
We have another question here.
Sorry.
Will you support the Second Amendment of the United States?
I support every amendment of the United States. As a representative, when a bill lands on my desk, before I even decide, gee, I think this is a good idea or not, you have to read the Constitution. I think it should be required to read the Constitution with each bill to make sure it's applicable. If it's not in the Constitution, you can't do it, no matter how good of an idea it is. You can't just say to yourself, well, it sounds pretty good to me, so we can fudge on the Constitution a little bit because it's a good idea. Too bad, so sad, it's not a good idea. If it's not in the Constitution, you shouldn't be able to do it.
I really liked Ron Paul, Libertarian Party. I really liked his ideas, but what I did not like, he did not want to go and finish the wars, win these wars we are fighting. Are you willing to do that? Will, not end up, will.
I hear what you're saying, and yes, I am. A lot of people think the Libertarian, one of the knocks on the Libertarian Party is that the Libertarian Party is weak on military. And I'm going to tell you that is not true, not my Libertarian Party. What we are weak on is using our soldiers for political agendas. Now, to answer your question, yes, I believe in winning wars. I believe in the Reagan philosophy. What did Reagan do when we had problems? Like, for example, when Libya was committing terrorist acts and killing people, what did Reagan do? Did he go to Libya and rebuild their nation for them? No, he didn't. He went over there, he bombed the hell out of Muammar Gaddafi and went home. That's what I would do. I'm for finishing the war, but also fighting them in a correct manner. Why can't I love our soldiers. I really do. They're my biggest heroes, the U.S. soldiers. I come from a military family. My grandfather served during World War II. My father was a Vietnam War era veteran. He didn't fight war, excuse me. He was enlisted during that time. And I am not going to let our soldiers die just for the sake of giving someone else democracy. If they wanted democracy in Iraq, there were people who could have stood up and had a revolution like we did. Oh, sorry, I really ran. I'm sorry.
You for the flat tax or fair tax?
I'm definitely for a flat tax. I think we should pay an equal amount. A lot of people say with a flat tax you don't have equality. I think if a guy that makes $2 billion pays 2% and you pay 2%, he's still paying more. So I think with a flat tax, the rich do pay more. So I think we should have an organized, simple tax system. Look at, right, did you guys, I'm sure you all saw in the news the other day, the IRS commissioner saying he has to get someone else to do his taxes because he doesn't understand the system. My jaw dropped when I heard that. We absolutely need tax reform. Yes.